Hi everyone. I had a request about how my diagnosis of ankylosing spondylitis, or AS, had affected my guitar playing. So I thought I'd just run through this, as well as general exercises that I use to help my fingers from seizing up. So a bit of background: I've been playing guitar for almost 30 years, and noticed around the time just before my diagnosis that my fingers and my thumbs were stiffening up, particularly in the mornings. So I used to warm up when playing guitar, just by running through a couple of scales on the guitar and using an exercises where you touch your thumb with each finger and then alternate that. So you just go like that, then that, then that, and then that doesn't touch anymore. So I need to push that together. And then, so if that's one, then two, then three, then four, then you do one, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4, 3, 2, 1, run it backwards, things like that. That would be my general exercise, and it just builds up a little bit of motion within your fingers. Since my diagnosis, I've struggled with that. You can see clearly that I can't reach my little finger, my pinky, with my thumb. It goes to about there. There's a bit of a gap there. I've got to push that together. Whereas before, you just used to, and it would reach. But so I've struggled with that. I struggled with faster guitar runs, lead playing, solos, that sort of thing, to the point that I'm extremely restricted on what I can actually play now. So for example, if I learn a solo, it will be usually now it would be an easier version of that solo, where I'd skip notes here and there that you wouldn't necessarily a regular listener wouldn't necessarily notice those notes, but another guitarist would spot them, a mile away. So it's how I get around playing the more complex guitar parts is basically I cheat by finding an easier way to play it rather than playing it note for note. So in terms of what I do now to help with exercises, I've got a couple of different things that I use either just before I'm playing or on a daily basis anyway, as part of my exercise regime that I do every day. The first thing is I've just got a regular stress ball, and squeezes here and there. Try and get a bit of pressure going, and try and get a bit of strength built up in there, and generally a bit of movement. That's it really. Plus this stress ball really helps. The next thing I use is a tennis ball, which is a little bit harder obviously than the stress ball. I have this always hanging around just for two reasons. Number one, you do the same sort of exercises that you do with the stress ball, where we just trying to grip it hard and squeeze it, and you're trying to burst it basically by doing that, and it just, I don't know, it just makes your fingers not feel like they're seizing up. I do it on both hands as well, just to keep the right hand supple as well. Obviously, being a guitarist, a right-handed guitarist, I use my left hand to do the fretting basically, and my right hand is just doing the picking, or the finger picking. So that's second. It also helps with sciatica. I don't know whether you know about a tennis ball trick with sciatica. Basically, if you lie down flat and put this under the side that you're having the sciatica, so for me, I always have it down my left side, so it goes just under the sciatic nerve, around by sort of the top of your buttock kind of area, and you lie and you kind of roll on the ball like that, and it should release the sciatic nerve or release pressure on it. Basically, there's a bunch of videos on that on YouTube, really helpful. And anybody that suffers from sciatica, that's really useful actually. The third thing I got is one of these things, and it's like a finger exerciser. So basically, hold it. Sorry, I've got it the wrong way around. Let me just turn around there. Hold it like that, and then you just do each finger. You see I struggle with my little finger. And then those ones are a bit easier there. I can do those. That's a struggle. That's a real struggle. And then left hand is, is pretty much similar. That's a bit better. So anyway, that is specifically for guitarists and I think trumpet players, I guess. But that's really useful. I bought this a while ago, and again, with each one, you can sit there, you can watch telly, not think about it, and then be doing whatever you have to be doing, with an exercise, whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4, or, a different pattern that you want to build up, or something like that. Basically, it helps build up strength, and it also helps build up like muscle memory as well. So when you then transfer the pattern, say for example, onto a guitar, your muscle memory is already there, and you're using the muscles rather than anything else to actually play the guitar. Anyway, I hope I'm not boring you. The other thing are the general exercises which I showed you earlier about, touching the thumb, and they were advised by my occupational health practitioner, so they were really useful when she told me. So there it is. I kind of used my guitar playing as a kind of an escape from the world. I mean, don't get me wrong, it can be frustrating at times when I can't play something. It's not something I tend to fight through. If I can't play it, I will kind of forget about it and then come back to that at a later date. Or I will sit there thinking, okay, if it's played like that and it sounds like that, what's an alternative way to play it to make it sound, say, 75% similar, and kind of just get away with it. And that's kind of what I do. But yeah, it doesn't stop me playing. I find it extremely therapeutic. It's definitely my thing for getting away from the stresses and sort of anxieties of the world. So there it is. I hope this has helped. If you're interested, I'll put in the link below to I've got a guitar channel here where I play various things and do reviews and stuff like that on bits of guitar stuff and whatnot. So if you're interested in that, check it out, and until next time, thank you very much.